You! Welcome to Dopa². All right, episode 2 of this series, painting by numbers. Last episode, I painted by black and yellow. This episode, I'm painting by red and blue. And some of you might have figured out that the thumbnail actually includes the colors I'll be painting by. So, with that said, let's get to it. Okay, if you guys were here in the last episode, we painted by black and yellow. As we can see here, now we're going to paint by blue and, you guessed it, red. So, let's just get things set up. A bit lower, a bit higher, closer. Okay, and this is what we're aiming for. Let's just put this a little bit more straight, not so crooked. Okay, we're going to paint by, we're going to start with, let's just have a look which one's got more colors. 6. Yeah, we'll do 6. We'll paint by red. Okay, now you guys can already see this is going to be a lot trickier. I have to paint in between all the red and yellow that we've already laid down. This is where things get a little bit more tricky, but we are not afraid. We are going to do it. Okay, sweet. In fact, I might start with blue because there's more of blue than there is of red. Okay, blue is the color number 5. Get my favorite utensil. Blow it up a bit. Okay, put some down there so we know that we've done that color. Rightio then, let's go. So as usual, I like to start from the bottom, get nice and close. Use the big brush where I can. This is all going to just fill in nicely with not too much risk of overshooting, so I'll just go ham here. Keep things a bit swift and on the move. See, we've got a little bit of black in there, but I think we're going to be all right. Yeah, that's still I think that's still usable. That's not usable. Okay, good. That section is done from what I can tell. Nothing down in here. Nothing down through there. We have a little bit down here. That's fine. We can do that. Not a problem. Let's go back to the original color. Make sure we're not taking up too much black and just passing it on every stroke. Okay, good. We're going to go all through here. Okay, so we're going to take a little bit more care there. We're going to undo that because we don't want to contaminate the shield up there. Ah, come on. Ah, people, see? You get a little bit too bold. You got to make the same stroke 10 times. Okay, good. I think we've done good down here. Good. Another big section done. Let's lower it a little bit. Now this is probably a little bit too big a brush for this section, so let's take it down a bit. Okay, I can't actually paint that little pit in there. Interesting. Thought that was part of it, but it's not. Okay. Good. Excellent. I think this section wants to be blue. This little piece in here wants to be blue. No, it doesn't. It's pretending. Okay, we'll leave it. It's not cooperating. That part did cooperate. Look at all this little stuff inside the black. I don't actually know how you real artists do this. Like, this is the part where I'm flabbergasted how you do it in real life. I'm using hacks. You guys don't have hacks. Maybe you do have hacks. Maybe I'm just ignorant. In fact, I bet I am. There's many things I'm ignorant about. Alrighty, we'll call that done. Move on to over here. Yes, we'll call that good. Maybe a little bit of a downstroke to get rid of some of that black. Perfect. Beauty, mate. She's a beauty. There's a little bit of blue in there, but we'll come down on it so we don't get too much black in there. I don't know what this is. It's just a little section right in there. Look at that. We're just gonna go like that. Okay, let's move it up a little bit and do this section here. Shouldn't be too hard. Good. Let's pick up the original color for this large section. I think we've done all through there. Let's just double check. Yes. Okay. Large section coming up. Nice. You know, we'll live with that mistake. Those, you'll see as we progress, those mistakes will be fixed up in time. Okay, but that sort of mistake doesn't get fixed up. And we'll make it a little bit smaller so we don't push so far into the yellow. Beautiful. Make it bigger again. Continue down here. See how you pick up the other colours if you go too bold? But you can just reverse what you did and try again. So I guess it's very far removed from true to life, but I guess they weren't going for full realism, more for enjoyment. Oh, look what I've done there, guys. Oh, I thought that was like previous strokes and I thought I had no way of getting back there, but I did. Okay, I think we're done down here, as far as I can tell. Is that supposed to be blue? No. Okay, we are almost done with blue. We're going to move on to red in a minute, which I'm sure is going to be a bit more challenging because every colour you advance gets harder and harder. You have more other colours to compete against or to avoid. See how I just contaminated the blue there? Every now and again you have to go back to the original just to make sure you're not getting progressively more and more off colour. Actually that's okay because that whole section up here also wants to be blue. I'm not sure what would happen if you did this in real life. What I'm just doing here, I'm just like taking huge strokes across all the previous oil. You wouldn't see any of the black anymore, would you? Anyway. There we go, look at that, guys. Just like I bought one. Okay. What's going on there? Why is there... Ah, there's a section in there that wants to be blue, I see. Yeah, that's good enough. I have to go to the end. Down here and to the end down there. Good. Good. We're done the blue now. I know, we've got a whole section in here. Okay. Shield. Oh, look how much black I picked up there. Okay, good. Shield is done. Let's move on to this section here. Yep, I'll take that. I'll go back to the original for a few of these current strokes because I think I've just gone a little bit wild. In case you're wondering what I'm doing when I'm looking down, I'm aiming on to that original blue that I put down there just to make sure I actually have the original blue and not some sort of diluted or contaminated blue. All right, we've got a whole lot of little finicky bits now. We got all this in here. Got this whole section in here, which is now very dark because of the surrounding black, but I think that's good enough. Oh, look how dark that one got. It's tough, guys, it's tough to have to get even closer and finer. See, that's better. It's not perfect, but it's probably as good as I can achieve. That'll do. I'll come top down to that one to fix it up. Okay, so in here we have another one of those tricky sections. Yeah, that's not bad. I don't think that's anything in there, no. So let's keep going through here. Beautiful, look at that. Is this part of it? I don't think so, no. Okay, guys, let's just have a quick scan. We are pretty good here, I think. Yes. So we only have here, nothing up here and nothing down here. Just gotta keep my brush away so I don't. So we've just got this top left corner to do now. So let's take the canvas down a bit. Okay, yep, we'll take that, that's fine. Yep, that's also fine. Yes, I'm happy with that. If someone wants to comment that they want me to do a more perfect job, feel free. And what happens in communities, the rest will say, no, or yeah. And then I can decide if I want to be a bit more perfectionistic on these, or if I want to stick to the you know, speedy approach, get more content with less quality in that sense, as in, hopefully my content is quality, but you know what I mean. A less perfect painting, but more of them. And I will also learn better if I do more. At least that's my theory. At least to a certain point. And then you learn more by doing better. I don't know. Okay. People, let's have a quick scan. Looking good, looking good, looking good. Yes, I think we are to the point where blue is done. So let's move on onto today's final color, i.e. red. So let's take this, put it here. Let's put on the red. We'll use 6. That's a bit of a mellower red. Do some of the harder colors now. So we want number 6. Okay, as usual, let's start from the bottom. Now, we already know this is going to be a bit more tricky, so we're going to use a smaller brush. We're also not going to care as much because these parts are so small that they're not going to be as critical if they don't look perfect, because it's just going to get washed out in the remainder of the picture. Especially with the amount of black that's surrounding it. It's like, what I haven't figured out in this app, if someone who knows it better than me wants to comment, I haven't figured out how to blend. Like at the end, I mean, you guys might be able to see this, but there are parts that don't pick up any color. See, there's a little white dot here and a little white dot there, and some here and also there. At the end, how do you blend that in so that it yeah, well, it doesn't have white, but also doesn't have the wrong color. Anyway, I haven't figured that much out yet. So we've done that part there. That's good. That wants to be red, so does that. So I guess that whole section here wants to be red. Yes, and then this got a bit contaminated by the blue, which was now fixed. Ooh, that was worse than before. Let's just go up like that. Beautiful. Okay, this section here is red. Shouldn't be too difficult, as long as I keep a steady hand. Almost there, and up. Good. There's a red section in here. Let me just quickly clean this up because it's already contaminated. I accidentally struck it with a black paint. So what have we got here? Well, look at this, guys. There's a section that wants to be red in here. You know how tough that is? Because it's also not like real life where you have, what do you call it? Proper paintbrush hitting canvas feedback. I don't know if that's supposed to be black in there. I think I may have missed part of the black, but it's okay. So this, see, I did it again. This little thing in here wants to be red. Then this whole section here wants to be red. Yeah, that's fine. I did a good job there. All right, guys, this is not easy. Okay, good, but we're getting there. Now this part is not that hard because it's free floating, mainly. See, I can't take that black. I mean, I can, but I shouldn't. Okay, good. Let's just quickly finish off this section here, over this side of the canvas. You can see it's doing another autosave, nice. Keep us from having to start over for too many mistakes. Good, look at that. Okay, I'll be over this side. Let's keep going with these little finicky bits. That's fine, that little floating mistake. That'll get cleaned up with one of the colors that actually goes there. Okay, we're doing good, guys, we're doing good. I think, oh, that whole section wants to be red, okay. Be careful not to touch the canvas on the way down. I've done it a few times and then you have to backtrack and do a different color. I don't know what you do in real life when that happens. I guess you get some sort of cleaning tool out and wipe away as best you can. So look at this little red section in there and this little red section in there. Now I picked up too much black. Instead of being red, it's sort of a black, dark red. Now that's good enough because we can't get it perfect. At least I can't. There's a little section in there. And then there's a whole lot of fiddly bits in there. Looks like a string of islands or something. So look how much far out. I thought it was a clean red, but it's not. See how much black there was already in that? There's a little section there. That'll do. Well, look at all this down here. Let's go. Okay, we'll increase the brush for a few of these. See how we botched that up. And we also took too much black with us on that last one. Good. I'm happy with that. Let's take brush down a size just to do this little section here. Beautiful. Beautiful, guys. Very nice. Yes, this whole section wants to be red. Okay, I get it. So let's just, let's not be too shy, but also not too crazy. Yeah. Yeah, okay. This whole thing wants to be red. I don't know what you would do in real life, honestly. You'd have to be very patient and get out a small little brush. What's going on here? Oh, I know what's going on there. That's a mistake from previous turns. And now it's my turn to override it. Watch this. See how it just takes care of the previous mistake? Like that black wasn't even there. Well, that's taking a little bit from it. As we know, it does contaminate. Ah. Alrighty, we've almost done this one, guys. Actually, no, not really. The hardest parts are still to come, I think. I mean, these aren't the easiest parts, to be honest. I mean, look at this. I have to get into these little gaps, and even over here. Yep, that'll do. And even down here, can you see that? Wow. Maybe even that section. No, not quite. Definitely down here though. No? Yeah, that'll do. Looks like we got it. Okay. Got all these little islands here, which we can just sort of grab on the way up. This just have a look before we move on. All the red down here is done, I do believe. No. We thought we were done. Look at that. I would have overlooked all that. I'd have just kept moving on. Look, there's even the section down here. Okay, let's have a quick scan. The brush has done it again. Look at my hand. Apparently I'm holding it like that, apparently. No, I'm holding it like this. Hey. Okay, it's better. Alrighty, guys. Here we go. I might have to do a time lapse. This is taking a long time. You guys like the frigid mountain air soundtrack? The wind howling? Okay, let's not get distracted here. Good. Worked out well. Wow, this is a very, very intricate through here. Look at all this, man. Oh. Trying to get it to be a nice unblemished red. Good, that's good enough. Yes. Working our way up through the hard parts. I'm going to work my way down again now. Yep, that'll do. I'll take it. Yep, that'll do. So now down here, we've got something in here. I'll take that. That's a win. Start that again. Picked up some of the blue. Nice. Yeah, we'll take that. That's good enough. Good. Let's do this section here. Yep, that's good enough. Yes, very nice, guys. Very nice. Rightio. Here we go. You know what, guys? I did some live streaming prior to this, just seeing which I like better. Live streaming is very fun. It's a lot more relaxed because, well, you just sort of feel like people know that you're live, you know? You can just be yourself. And not that I'm not being myself here, but when you're not doing live, you always have in the back of your mind, if I make a big mistake, will I have to re-record? I guess you don't, do you? You could just post as it is, as if it were live. But will people watch it then? I think they will. Some of my favourite content is by the most authentic YouTubers who post it as it is. Well, it's never as it is. It's always edited in some way. Time lapses, music over the top. Of course, lots of editing out to keep it exciting and not boring. Of course, none of this is boring. You could never be bored with my content. I mean, I'm not stupid, I know that. All right. We're almost there. So we've done the shield. No, we haven't. I always get excited when I don't see a color for a few pixels, and then I realize, no, we are nowhere near home yet. Oh, we'll stroke up, down, across. Other side. I think, while that looked like a mistake, it wasn't. See, that actually wants to be red. Yes, we'll take it. There's a bit of bleed coming through now, but you know what? Amongst all this, no one will know. Not even I will remember. In a few episodes, it'll be long forgotten. A bit of red in there. Okay, let's take a quick scan. Done all this. So we forgot a part in here. Possibly more than one part. Possibly something in there as well, no. But we've now got that section, beautiful. Okay, so we've done through here. I think this is not, is that? Oh no, it is. It wants to be red. Isn't that lovely? And that also wants to be red. That whole thing actually wants to be red, I think. Aye. Red after black. Was it a good idea or a bad idea? I thought it was a better idea to go black first, but now I might be regretting it. No, actually think about it. If I had to do black around all these little reds, it would have probably been easier, wouldn't it? You just go over top of it. Don't pick up as much contaminants that way. Oh, look at all that red in there. Is that also red? Yes, it is. Far out. There's a bit of red there. Bit of red there. Bit of red there. So I sort of backfired on myself here. Well, I was being clever by starting off with black. Anyway, things you learn for the next episodes. Oh, I think that'll do. That'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. All right, look at that. Oh, I went a bit too far. Otherwise, that was perfect. Yeah, look at that. I'll take it. I'm not too fussed. If you are, let me know in the comments, okay? I've said that before. Oh, I am fussed about that, though. That's a bit too much. Oh, no. Okay. Alrighty, we're almost there, guys. Thank you for your loyalty. Guys, I'm not finished. I know that there's a little bit up there, but I think, let's just do a quick scan of the bottom. Just through there. Maybe there? No. Oh yeah, there's a little bit there. Unbelievable. Wants me to paint in there, can you believe it? I mean, I can believe it because I can see it, but that's crazy. So the bottom, let's say the bottom is done. Yes. Now we have all this. Look at this, guys. I don't know what this is. What's that? Oh, it's just a little. Oh, I thought it was the whole lot, but no, it's just this little bit. Okay, we can live with that. Now, you guys can see it up here. There's a little bit of red there. I think a little bit of red in here. Yeah, the tiniest bit, honestly. Yes. And then a little bit here. A little bit through there. The tiniest bit in there, you guys can see. But now we're definitely coming to the home stretch. Okay, we'll keep that, that's fine. I'm not going to fix that up. I'm going to keep that as well. Bit of red. Bit of red through there. Just the tiniest amount. A tiny bit of red on that. There we go. You missing red in here anywhere? No, I don't think so. So let's put the finishing touches on this painting. Alrighty, guys, I think, no, I celebrated too soon again, but not much too soon because this is really now second last, maybe third last stroke. One a little piece up here. Ah, does it want to be, no, it doesn't want to be red. I thought it does. No, it doesn't. Okay, I must have forgot to paint the red there. I mean the blue. Oh, a little bit of red up here, guys. Can't forget about, Stop it. Right, I think we're gonna call the red there. Okay, let's clean up. Clean up the brush as well. Put that to the side, clean that up, put that away. Take the numbers off, take the borders off. And once again, the obligatory, what you call it, appreciation of our work so far. So guys, there it is. We have the night coming together. It's looking amazing. Yeah, I would already call that a piece of art, but anyway. So, the only reason I put it to the side here is because I can't put it that way any further. We get the full view like that. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next episode.